Hey, it's Colin, Warhammer Station. I'm back. Got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff is going on in 40K that I wanted to talk about. The biggest news is the impending balanced data slate. I've got a couple friends in the game. Had a lot of stuff in my personal life going on, and I haven't been able to record. I'm real excited for what's about to happen in 40K. We just had the LVO. Lots of stuff was going on there. I think there's two clear winners going on in 40K that's kind of tainting the game a little bit, limiting a lot of people. There's some successes, but I ran some numbers on just the participants, and it was, Space Marines won out, but we saw very few of them on the top tables, and it was mostly Eldar and Necrons. There's some smatterings here and there. It was real cool to see some of that top 10 list. There's Votan, Grey Knights. Shout out to those guys. They did really well. There's a couple of World Leaders players who got up there pretty high. It's pretty neat. But there's other armies we didn't see any of. Dark Eldar, Custodes. Um, what's the new codex that just came out? AdMech, right? They're having a really tough time. And so this balanced data slate is super anticipated. And even then, with codex, that AdMech codex that just came out. We had a leaked preview, a leaked version of the Dark Angels supplement slash codex, and people aren't very happy about that. A lot of their effectiveness is going away. The Dark Angels players I know, they really liked their command squad, and if that's not in there anymore, they're saying that's a redacted unit or whatever, a retired unit. That's kind of bad, because they had so many tricks and gimmicks that they could do with that one unit that made them really tanky and really pervasive and really effective. And even then, the Dark Angels, they were just kind of a mid-tier army compared to some of the Necrons that just came out. And so there's always this dream that when your codex comes out, you're going to be on the tip of the top or something like that, or you're going to get yours. And it just never comes to fruition for some armies. I've played Chaos for a really long time, and they, depending on your flavor of demons or space marines or knights, they kind of ebb and flow. And some of their codex come out and they're not very good, and some of them come out and they're mid, and some of them come out and they're really good. Like this index has been really good for a lot of people. It's been a lot of fun. But that said, there's a lot of balanced data slate rumors, and they look really incomplete. We've talked about them amongst my friends here and there, and uh, they're just too incomplete for it to be believed. GW I think really knows where it's at. It took them a minute, but they got Death Guard. They got really lift them up really high, and then also there's no reason that the AdMech shouldn't get that treatment as well. It kind of stinks that the Codex just came out, and they are where they are, but GW is going to be able to do something to pull it off so that it's working really well. And then toning back maybe the Necrons somewhat. There were a lot of lists just in that top 16 cut, top 32 cut at LVO that was really hammered at home. There were a lot of Eldar still really, new players can pick up this army, and with a little bit of studying and a little bit of tweaking, they're doing really, really well. And not even in the most optimized lists. And some armies just, depending on terrain, depending on some rules, they're just not able to play the game. It's not fun to just sit there and hang back while night spinners just keep you in your deployment zone or just outside of it. And anytime you poke a head out or the tip of a chainsword out, the Wraith Guard blow you to pieces. So I'm really hoping there's something there with that. People like AdMech and some others need to be really picked up, and it's going to be really good, I think. Looking forward to it. Me and my crew, my guys, my fellas, we're going up to the Rocky Mountain Open. You can catch us up there. I'm really undecided when I want to play up there, but it's between World Eaters, Chaos Knights, and Custodes, depending on how they're changed. I could even go Space Marines. I'm not exactly sure. I want to go up there. I want to have some fun. I want to play go hang out with a bunch of my friends. This trip is locked in, and we could have a vendor booth up there. And I want to sell tokens and terrain and dice and some other accoutrements that other people might need. And so, mentioning that, the terrain is in the works. This is a piece of MDF terrain, a medium piece, and it's really good looking. Um, we're gonna have these sets. I've got some with designs on them too, and I'm figuring out the final kinks on those. But technically, they're live now. You can go buy them right now at warhammerstation.com, and but all the pictures aren't there yet. It's still in the works. I want to do some preview games with this terrain so you actually see how cool it looks on the table. It'll come unpainted and unassembled. You can put it together and paint it how you like. And with the designs, there'll be a little bit more money. They take a lot more time to put together, but they work really good. And all this is thought out, and how the height of the floors, being able to not see through one side if you want to play it that way. And I've got taller pieces so you can get your I forget the name of that rule, but the +1 AP if it's over 6 inches. And lots of other stuff coming down the pipe. Lots of really cool things. It's really neat. The future's bright with Warhammer Station. We've got a lot of products coming forward. And MDF terrain is one thing. We're going to have cardboard terrain. My friends told me there's some demand for that. It's a real budget. A set of MDF terrain is less than $100, and a set of cardboard terrain is $65. And we're going to have some coupon codes out there. I need to get that working. I need to get my site a little bit better looking. That's why I'm recording a video today, to see. This is the latest video. This is the latest content that you can check out. We've got lots of stuff out here. If you're a fan of memes and fan of Connected on Instagram at warhammer.station, we've got a Twitter out there, Warhammer_station. And again, things are looking bright. Post some comments. Let's get some discussion going about what you think's happening in 40K, what you want to see, what you hope changes. And yeah, let's get it done. Things are looking great.